Wisconsin Court of Appeals affirmed today that the conviction of a Dane County man who killed his parents holds up. Chandler Halderson was found guilty in 2022 for the killing of his parents, Bart and Krista Halderson. A judge sentenced Halderson to life in prison without the possibility of extended supervision. His attorney filed a no-merit report in March of 2023. Halderson had argued he was denied his right to effective counsel and a fair trial. Today, the appeals court concluded there was no merit to the issue and affirmed his guilty verdict.